And there was a couple questions that came in, so I'm going to just kind of real quick hit them. D-Rock Irish put 4-star receiver Cam Williams, I think it was, is announcing his commitment next week at this time. Looks like Michigan's in the top 5, Notre Dame, I think Cincinnati. But nonetheless, one thing that I will say is what probably is not going to be his decision. But one thing that probably factors into there is CJ Carr committing to Notre Dame. I would imagine that is something that crosses his mind when he thinks about where he's going to go. So we'll see about that. I don't know. I'm not huge into recruiting, so I don't know where the young man's leaning or the crystal ball, which once again, that's crazy how these guys know all this stuff. And then another question was, has Cade peaked? I'm a JJ fan, but want to win. My answer is going to be a cop out because I don't think we've seen the best of Cade McNamara just due to the amount of reps or pass attempts that he gets. Because if you tell me the Michigan State game is peak Cade McNamara, then I will tell you he absolutely has not peaked. But if you tell me it's Georgia that is the best he could possibly do, then I would say yes. I'm not sure that Cade has peaked, but I think at his average, so what he is probably going to be, I would say JJ would be better, and I would say at JJ's peak would way outweigh Cade's potential peak. So, Dre, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we was clamoring throughout last year, Des, and we were going to war with, our own, listeners and subscribers every week because Michigan was winning on most weeks, and people wanted to know why we were quote unquote complaining about the offensive
15 pass
output,
attempts that Cade
right? The,
McNamara
the
had
lack
in
of
games.
balance with the offensive attack. And granted, they started to expand the playbook and expand, and use the passing attack more down the stretch of the season. But I do agree that it does kind of make you wonder. Well, you know, is there more left in Kate McNamara in terms of if they are more for balanced offense, if they kind of let them rip it a little bit more? And if that's the case, what does that result in? Is it So I do agree. I mean, I do wonder. Can Cade, make some of those throws if he got more of the repetitions to do so, right? I think JJ is the new hotness. He has the flash. He has the eye popping athletic ability and also arm. So it's easier to say, man, what can we be with that kid? But so I think on surface level, it's easy to see that JJ is the more talented kid and that the trajectory of the program could be higher if he starts. But I can't say for sure Cade is peaked because I don't think he's been given the opportunities in terms of the offensive philosophy to show everything he possibly can do. I think they put, quote unquote, shackles on him to kind of keep him from hurting himself. Based on the lack of taking certain shots down the field and stuff like that.